The What Works Clearinghouse, or the WWC, reviews the existing research on interventions in education. The WWC is an investment of the Institute of Education Sciences, the independent research arm of the U.S. Department of Education. To review group-designed studies, WWC certified reviewers use the Online Study Review Guide, or OSRG. To assign the right study ratings and evidence tiers, it is crucial that reviewers enter accurate and complete information about the study context, which includes student demographics and study setting. The WWC has made several improvements to help reviewers enter context information that mirrors what is reported in the study. This video highlights these OSRG improvements and shares resources that provide more information for reviewers. First, the OSRG has an Other or Unknown category for several context fields. This category is to be used when the study reports some values for a particular context field but does not report the values for 100% of the sample. For example, if the study reports that 50% of the students in the sample are American Indian or Alaska Native but does not provide any information about the remaining 50% of the sample, you would enter 50 in the American Indian or Alaska Native box and 50 in the Other or Unknown box for the race field. The WWC added a new checkbox for Not Reported. If the study does not provide any values for a particular field, for example, the percentage of students who are English language learners, reviewers should check the Not Reported box. When the Not Reported box is checked, the input fields will be grayed out to prevent accidental data entry. Checking Not Reported will cause the OSRG to interpret the value as 100% Other or Unknown. Adult has also been added as a grade option. Adult should be used for studies of adult education programs, while the post-secondary or PS option should be used for studies of post-high school college or career training programs. In addition, the response options for race have been updated to align with the terminology used by the National Center for Education Statistics. Similarly, the response options for disability have been updated to align with the 13 categories listed in the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, or IDEA. If specific disabilities are known, please complete this section. If no information is available on disabilities, you do not need to complete it. Another change is that the IEP Special Education field is now separate from the disability field. The OSRG also has a separate field for recording the percentage of students with a 504 plan. Let's briefly break down the difference between an IEP and a 504 plan. An IEP, or Individualized Education Program, ensures that students with disabilities receive appropriate educational services to meet their needs. IEPs are required by Part B of IDEA. Students with disabilities not eligible under IDEA may receive services specified in a 504 plan. IEPs are required by education law, while 504 plans are required by civil rights law. Some study authors do not provide separate percentages of students with IEPs versus 504 plans, choosing instead to combine these demographics as an overall percentage of special education services. When this occurs, reviewers should report the full percentage, that is, IEPs and 504 plans combined, in the box marked Individual Education Program IEP Special Education. The IEP and 504 plan fields both have hover text to provide more information. Previously, the OSRG included the Financial Position field. This field has been replaced by two new fields: eligible for free and reduced price lunch, and eligible for Pell Grant, to capture information regarding socioeconomic status. To better align with study-reported information and federal reporting methods, response options have been added to various categories. For example, self-contained special education is a response option for class type. Self-contained special education is defined as 100% of students in the class listed as special education students. General education classes can contain both special education and non-special education students. Reviewers can select territories and freely associated states when reporting the study region. Town is an option for urbanicity. The previous category of program type has been replaced with 3 new categories: intervention type, intervention scope, and primary intervention target. Each category includes additional options for selection and are now found in the intervention target drop-down list. We hope this overview will help you navigate the OSRG context field updates. For more information, please visit the Resources for WWC Reviewers page, which includes an archived webinar about documenting study context. You can also refer to the OSRG User Guide for information about each section of the OSRG. The OSRG User Guide can be found on the Search Resources page of the OSRG. Double-check that you're referencing the user guide that aligns with the appropriate version of the WWC standards for your review. For more information on the WWC, please visit whatworks.ed.gov.